Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too, and all in between. This is for the absolute positive, good God and truth of you, only crossing bigger and better than all negativity. And as I was stating in my last video, this is a continuation of that. In prehistory, right, the thieving Holy Spirit, God King, and Adam Man first evolved a triple male of all I am, incarnated a she ape in the cavern of woe, right, with an orgasmic affair. And through that orgasmic affair, right, she became a woman and produced the first Adamite male, enlightened man, the alpha male of all I am. More positive than animalistically negative as the good God and truth of all I am. All, the good of you is the God of you at 360 degrees. The truth of you is only one more positive than all negativity to the here and now of your reality check. Only cross one more positive when you feel all negativity. Only add up good to the truth of your shape, form, and mass, right? Only crossing bigger and better until all the negativity subtracts to one, neutral, nothing. If you do, you can never be destroyed for that. You can never suffer out of existence, decay, disintegrate, or die of that. But back to prehistory. The Cobra talks about the first and the second destruction of the earth, and it's the same description. In the first destruction, right? There's two serpents that encompass the earth, and the way they describe them out as like anything from asteroids to bombs. Okay, but check this out. In the second creation, before it was flooded, right? They described seeing a big light in the sky, knowing that this was going to happen. Okay, and this is all from the Cobra Bible. Okay, and they also describe and how the oceans tore the landmass apart, right? In the first destruction to the reality check of uh, the humanoid she apes or monkeys, right? Not she apes, but humanoid uh, unevolved unenlightened uh, people that was existing at the time. See, here's the whole thing, right? Check me out. When the enlightened spirit of God, right, went into the cavern of woe, right, and enlightened the she ape, right, okay, everything that bred from the Adamite enlightened male of all I am became God kings, okay, and they only produced out more positive, but they didn't breed as much as the other ones that bred with the she ape, the other apes that bred with the she apes, which was the reality of Lord Shiva and his lineage. Okay, and the more they bred less to enlightenment, the more monkey they became. Okay, now check me out. In different places, you can find lingams all over running underwater. Angkor Wat, a couple other places I just can't bring them to mind. But the reason why I state that is there's a couple places where you can find heated lingams. And Shiva is the neutral, right, God of the Godhead deity, right? Vishnu and Brahman. Okay? Now check me out. There is nothing neutral, okay? Either you're one more positive than all negativity to the good God and truth of your shape, form, and mass, right? Or you're just crossing negatively deficient, the neutral, or nothing. Okay, now check me out. One positive take away one positive, right? You would say equals nothing. But that would be an untrue value because it's only one nothing of one positive. It's one negative always of one positive. And because our mathematics expresses neutral through the reality of all we are, down to the smallest particles of all we are, it is incorrectly producing us out to the here and now of reality check. I'll show you exactly how it's happening. Pistis Sophia in the mythology was an atom that perversely split, and as a backfire of energy through the neutrons of her, she perversely, right, unevolvedly, right, created negative matter, right, unenlightened, deficient matter through these neutrons. Okay, this was the 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 she-ape species that was evolved enough to be enlightened with the orgasm. Okay, from the thieving Holy Spirit, the positive, good God and truth of all orgasms I am. You hear me? Ain't nothing better gonna pique you than an old good old orgasm. You hear me? That's the positive, good God and truth of every man and woman, only crossing bigger and better. And as a result, in the cavern of woe, she became a woman, but she was still an ape. Okay, and anything that bred with her also had a secondary enlightenment, but they were not as evolved as the Adamite male of all I am. And then anything that wasn't of her, that was just existing at her level, that never experienced that orgasmic affair, right? They were they were not evolved even to the reality of language. I don't believe they just did not make it. They were humanoid to the reality of becoming what we were going to be after the enlightened energy of God went into the she ape. But prior to that, it came on them, and because they were too inferior, right, with the negative deficiency, the unevolved existence of them, it ran them over a cliff and caused them to destroy themselves. Okay, and Lord Shiva, right, was of a higher cultivated mind, but he was still of an animalistic way. They say his head attacked his body. Okay, that's because there was no neutral place for him to exist. You hear me? And in reality check, right? Every time you cross negative with negativity, you incarnate the devil of you. That's the devil of you being negative with negativity. And through that negative matter, right, you incarnate as a Shiva shaft on you, a snake, right, and a bushwhack on you, right? One negative matter from the inside out to one neutral nothing, because every time you cross negative with negativity, you cause the neutrons from the inside of you to become radioactive with decay and disintegration at 360 degrees, right? To the reality check of your life and all you love, crossing as a negative matter up out of existence of reality. Again, the good of you is the God of you. The God of you is the truth of you. It's the reality of the good of you at 360 degrees. From the inside out, to stay connected to it, only cross one more positive than all negativity. Only add up good as truth to the absolute bigger and better than all negativity. All things only state to the here and now, past, present, and future. Only cross all you are. Preset one more positive to add up good as truth, bigger and better than all negativity, till all subtracts to one neutral nothing up out of your reality check. If you do, you will never suffer out of existence, decay, disintegrate, or die of that. And because this existence was created unevolved and inferior, right? Through the monkey lineage of us, through the animal of us, right? We state it as good and bad. But I want to explain something to you. That existence is unevolved and negatively deficient. I believe we should take it, right? And if you can imagine it as a line, just go ahead and turn that line rightfully, truthfully, to where the bad is on the bottom, the good is on the top. Now, the good isn't good and the bad isn't bad, right? The good is the positives of you, and the bad is the negatives of you. Anywhere you're in that existence, you don't go splat. You feel any negativity, and you only cross one more positive and add up. You will be good. That will be the truth. The bigger and the better the negativity has to subtract to one neutral nothing. Just negative of your here and now being absolutely positive and good. As the truth of you only crossing bigger and better. And anywhere you're not, you're always negatively deficient of one absolutely more positive to be good as truth. Only one way, with inferior faith. Every time you cross faith, with faith, you cross a lie and a gamble, a crapshoot on what is good, the God of you, the truth of you, the reality check of you, only crossing bigger and better because all faith will cross you negative with negativity because all teach that things cross bad, an inferior animalistic way. And just like it said in the Estrategies of the Soul in the Nag Harmony Library, speaking on a female soul, right? It says it's the reverse of a male's with an appendage, right? Well, it wasn't talking about a man or woman in specific. It was talking about the energy of us. Listen to me. If if you don't know that everything in existence with energy is male and female, when you plug in a wire, the male has to dominate the female. It has to make it more positive than negative, or you'll burn your house down. So always keep your house good. Make sure the truth of that's, hooked to a circuit breaker. Be the bigger and better of that too in reality check. But back to what I'm saying, right? Every time you cross negative with negativity, right? Well, you cross more female than male, and that causes you, right, to act more like a monkey than a man, just like the Estrategies of the Soul in the Nag Harmony library said, right? A female soul is the reverse of a man's with an appendage. You act like a monkey. You hear me? You might as well go climb a tree and figure it out that way because you're not evolving the correct way. Listen to me. Only cross all you are and teach all you are from childhood to cross all you are back one more positive to be good as truth as the good God and truth of all you are of reality check. Check me out. The state of one more positive when you feel all negativity is the only light, joy, warmth, good God or truth. Holy Spirit for everlasting peace, all will ever know or be. It's the state that all in body of matter is stated good to the truth of their shape, form, and mass of atoms crossing and bonding, right? Only crossing bigger and better to the here and now of reality check. The state of one more positive from the inside out is the substance, durability, and solidness. It is the value and volume of all shape, form, and mass of atoms crossing and bonding evolved in body of matter to the here and now of reality check. All creation of existence is made of atoms, okay? These atoms are the smallest, holiest points of us, meaning they're the smallest absolute stated good thing on us as truth, right? And they're only enlightened out one more positive than all negativity that could destroy the good God and truth of them to one neutral nothing. And every time they bond one more positive, than all negativity. They are stated good with two or more atoms, the truth of them Christ like, the absolute bigger and better than all negativity to the good God and truth of the shape, form, and master expressing to reality check to the here and now of them. Now listen to me. At the crucifixion, right? As stated, right? You have to steal your life back from all faithful negativity to be good as truth, absolutely positively only crossing the bigger and better of the good God and truth of the thieving Holy Spirit of all God, truth, reality, check of paradise. I am the fool, I am the thief, I am the God, I am the King, I am of all reality check. I am, and that's God, truth, a reality check. That's a fact check. Let's see what else I can say. Oh, okay. Now, the smallest speck of something absolutely positive from the inside out at 360 degrees is bigger and better than all negativity of existence because it's only adding up despite. Listen, if you're adding up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's impossible for you to be subtracting in that moment. Only add up bigger and better than all faithful negativity. Listen to me. One enlightened, indestructible, good truth, the shape, form, and mass of the here and now of you only crossing bigger and better. Look, if negativity can't state you, it can't keep destroying you. With decay and disintegration, a bad way to one neutral nothing. Just negative of you here and now being one more positive and good as the good God and truth of you. Absolutely, positively, without a faithful doubt. You can believe, and I believe, that you should only cross all you are, bigger and better than all negativity. One more positive to be good as truth. Because if not, man, like the narrator said in the sayings of Thomas, shame on you. Just shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. And as far as the two destructions go, I believe that the inferior Godhead destroyed the planet both times. Listen to me. A a a radiation, like let's say Fukushima, right? A nuclear reactor, right? That water, right, stops the neutrons from making everything radioactive. You can actually get in that water pretty much, and it's not gonna kill you. You hear what I'm trying to tell you? And what they did is they bombed the earth. They made it real radioactive, and then they flooded it out. So when it was all over, the land would still be workable with the slaves they kept. And I believe here and now they thought about it, but they know the good God and truth of the man of all I am. Listen to me, I'm no saint. And I'll let them fools get off what they want to get off. They just work with me. Because in reality, check, listen to me, everything in existence has a positive value to it or it would not exist. And all I want to do is cap every dollar of every rich man off with it. And I want to enlighten every poor person with it. Listen, I don't discriminate and I'm not against nobody, but I do have to say it is an emotional endeavor, right? To see that all that you love and cherish, right, is crossing unevolved and inferior, man. All the good God and truth of the life of you, man, right, is crossing to one neutral nothing. I have to look at it because I have to exist through it. I have to exist despite. You hear me? And I'll tell you what, your existence is unique to all creation of existence. And I'll tell you, like I've said in many videos, man, right? The only good, the only God, and the only truth you will ever know will only be absolutely positively the bigger and better than all negativity. All else is a lie, and it is faith that is killing you, man. It's causing them neutrons inside of you from the inside out to produce negative matters on you, man. And in reality check, it doesn't have to be this way. We don't have to destroy ourselves. Listen, we've all been ran up, and I'd like to think that even the least of us, right? Because look at me, man. I come from nothing, You hear me? If you knew the destitution and the things I went through to get to this point, you hear me? How raggedy things got on me. And I knew the bigger and better of them. I just couldn't articulate them out. But all I'm saying is this. If you think that I've come to destroy you, you're out of your mind. If you think I've come to claim your power, I don't want it. You hear me? I'm happy. You hear me? But I do come to reign as king. Either I'm going to be the good God and truth to you, man, as the king God and man and the queen you are, right? The enlightened out, bigger and better of all you'll ever be. Or you'll absolutely have not a faithful doubt. Die of it negative as hell. To one neutral nothing in reality check. Just a lie on yourself, a lie on your life, a lie on the good of you, a lie on your money, man, a lie on your time. It's ridiculous. You hear me? Because you can't be replaced, man. I'll tell you that with love. Listen to me. If all you are from the inside out is more positive than negative, that's the enlightened energy of every atom you are, right? And then that energy disappears, right? Well, what are you? You understand? It's the sustaining force of all existence, man. Holding what it is of creation together, man. You hear me? To be one more positive than negative is the good God and truth of all reality check. And I say that with brotherly love and to all my followers, and I say that to all you sisters too. You know the real of me. I love you. That's a fact. I would like to say this too in the Coburn. The men got really just wrong with these women, man. Look, know what's good for you at 360 degrees, male or female, right? You hear me? Man or woman. Know what's good for you. It's to be one more positive than all negativity. Only bond out like that, regardless of what kind of relationship you're in. Now listen, don't be turning little kids into transvestites. Let them get older if they want to do that. If you're in a happy gay way and you can sustain that way, man, everywhere you're at, you're good as truth. Hey, listen to me. I'm happy for you, man. You hear me? That's the real of it. I do not discriminate. You hear me? I am no divider. You hear me? I am a uniter. And I want to tell you the good God and truth of this, man, in reality check. You hear me? I am the uniting fiber and spirit of all mankind of the cosmos, man. Right? Crossing bigger and better infinitely forever. And if you want to ponder on the good God and truth of that, you go right ahead. Because you'll see in reality check, right? The bigger and better of it. I state no lie. And with that, that's a fact check. That's God. That's truth. That's reality check. Peace.